computer. All right, welcome everyone. Hi, I'm Julie Geigel, and this is our monthly group coaching call for our Inner Circle members. This is typically reserved for our diamond and gold level members, but I have opened it up to everyone so that you can have an opportunity to kind of see what this is all about. So the focus of our call today, the focus of our group coaching call is to support you in another way. It's to support you most specifically with this phenomenal healing technique that I've been working with for about 8 months in my life called Ho'oponopono. And so I would like to use this as an opportunity to delve a little bit deeper, because what I've learned with Ho'oponopono is that it is a technique that you can almost program into your mind, and it can be running 24/7 nonstop for you, constantly cleaning, constantly clearing out issues, constantly removing blocks. And so this call once a month is designed to support you in your healing. It's designed to get you back to zero frequency, where you don't have all those triggers, you don't have all that garbage that is interfering with your relationships, interfering with your success in your career, interfering with everything in your life. So it really is about enlightenment. It's about God realization. And the Ho'oponopono is honestly the easiest technique, because you don't have to go back and drudge up any garbage. You don't have to go back and remember an issue to clear it out like we do when we do past life regression. You don't have to spend years in therapy hashing over events that happened as a child. It really is the easiest way. And one of my favorite teachers is Mabel Katz. So I'm modeling this program after her, and I'm the material and the information that I'm using, I have gleaned from the work that I've done with her. So it's just fascinating, amazing. I'm so excited to share this on a brand new level with everyone, and thrilled to just jump right in. So we're going to begin with a prayer, and then I'll move in to a little bit of history of the Ho'oponopono, and then I'll take any questions or issues that you'd like help with. And then we'll see how much time we have left. Okay, so the this Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian healing technique. And this is a prayer. This is a Hawaiian prayer that I'm going to share with you. And we kind of use it as the opening every time we gather together. And I can certainly make this copy available to you as well if you're interested. It is called I am the I. I come forth from the void into light. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am that emptiness, that hollowness, beyond all consciousness. The I, the id, the all. I draw my bow of rainbows across the waters, the continuum of minds with matter. I am the incoming and outgoing of breath. That's right. I am the incoming and outgoing of breath. The invisible, untouchable breeze. The undefinable atom of creation. I am the I. And so I'm going to have you just take a nice deep breath. And I do have the crystal bed going right now. I'm going to share that with you quickly, because you are getting healing on so many levels today. Absolutely. And everybody's name is on that beautiful pillow there. No, that's our crystal bed. It is cleansing, clearing, and releasing every single chakra system in your body, realigning, opening up to all that you are, all the gifts and blessings you came to share here in this lifetime. Okay, so I'm just going to start with a quick explanation of Ho'oponopono. As I mentioned, it is an ancient Hawaiian healing technique. And it is based on the idea of taking 100% responsibility for everything that's going on in your life. And so you might ask, responsible for what? Responsible for everything. And the idea is that all of the memories, all of this data, all the thoughts in our minds, the triggers, the emotions, they're simply memories. All of these experiences we're having, they are simply memories of past lifetimes. So our subconscious mind holds all of the memories of every life we've ever lived. And we have lots of trauma, we have lots of drama, we have lots of junk that's happened in these past lives. And we have cellular memory, so we hang on to these as we reincarnate. And part of our reincarnation is to clear that out and to cleanse and clean and get back to ground zero, get back to zero frequency, get back to that purest state of love, which is our essence. That's who we are. And that is what awakening, enlightenment, God realization, that's what that is all about. And those are actually levels. So first we awaken, we become aware that we're more than just our physical body. Then we move into enlightenment, where we have longer periods of time where we're able to sustain a space of peace and harmony. Then we ultimately move into God realization, which is what Dr. Hugh Lin, who is one of the main gurus, if you will, of this technique, that's what he always talks about, is the whole purpose of Ho'oponopono and cleaning is to move into being one with God, being pure love, pure light, pure essence with God, that beautiful energy of God. So it really is exciting. Very, very exciting. So I want to say that this isn't about blaming. It's not about blaming, because I know I do work with the 4 phrases, and those come specifically from Joe Vitale. And one of the phrases is, please forgive me. And so I know for a very long time, anytime I said that, I would feel this rush of blame, of guilt, of, oh, you know, I've done something wrong, because that's one of my issues here. And the technique isn't about blaming. It isn't about making you feel guilty. It is about taking 100% responsibility, because you alone create your reality. We each live in a different reality. You have your reality, I have my reality, and our realities are based on our perceptions, but also our realities are based on these memories. And so when we take 100% responsibility for the memories, for the programs that are running in our mind, it literally can change everything in our life. So we stop blaming our situation. We stop blaming the other person. We stop blaming our parents or our circumstances, or we don't have enough money, or this block or that block. We tend to want to place blame on something outside of ourselves. So we eliminate that and we move back in. I'm gonna sneeze. We move back inside of ourselves and take full responsibility for the reality that we're creating. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we ultimately are here to make amends. We ultimately are here to clear out the karma. We're here to clean up all of those triggers. We're here to resolve all of these issues from all of these past lives so that we can be at that pure state of peace and harmony. And let's see, you are constantly asking, what is in me that's creating this situation or this experience? Because anytime we have an experience that isn't something we desire, or we're not having good emotions about it, it's a memory. It's a memory that's in you. So when you are constantly saying, what is in me that is creating this? I recognize that there's something in me that is continuing this story. And I'm here to let that go and heal that once and for all, and allow God to step in and transmute that energy. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Any questions? And Carrie, if you're able to type in that chat room, if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. Let's see. And Kathy, be sure to unmute yourself if you have any questions. And there should be, oh, Kathy, you're on the phone, so I won't worry about raising your hand here. Just unmute yourself or type in the chat room if you have any questions about anything. Okay, so during the call, during the monthly group coaching call, okay, looks like Kathy might have a question.
Well, I just was thinking about the Ho'oponopono, or however you say it, and how you say that stays with you, all of the time. But how do you then program that in, because you're basically not going to be saying it all of the time, all day?
Yes, yes. And so that's a great question, Kathy. Thank you for asking that question. So when I say we're programming this into your subconscious mind, what I mean is that I am constantly saying this 24/7. Anytime anything arises in my life, anytime I'm triggered, anytime I have an emotion that is a lower vibration, anytime someone else upsets me or there's a situation in my life that I'm struggling with, I engage this technique. So what that looks like for me, I use the 4 statements, and I highly recommend writing this down. In the beginning, I had this on a piece of paper, and I was like, I'm going to get this programmed in my mind. So when I say program, what happens when you are constantly utilizing this resource, when you're constantly pulling this tool out of your toolbox, is that it becomes automatic. And that's the beautiful thing about programming. It becomes automatic. It's like riding a bike or brushing your teeth or driving a car. You don't even have to think about it. Anytime your vibration slips below love, it instantly kicks in because you have been working this 24/7 every single day. And so I'm going to just do it with you. And this will be part of our call every month together. I will take you through a beautiful sacred healing using this technique specifically. And I will also ask that this technique be implanted in your subconscious mind, that it be programmed to play automatically 24/7, cleaning and clearing for you on all of these memories, on all of this data, is what Hewlin calls it. So right now I'm going to have you, if you can make sure your feet are flat on the ground. And this is recorded, so you can go back and listen to this and write these 4 statements down. The first statement is, and I'll just go through them quickly. The first statement is, I love you. The second statement is, please forgive me. The third statement is, I'm sorry for your suffering. And the fourth statement is, thank you. So I add a little bit in there, and sometimes I switch that order up. Sometimes I say thank you first. Sometimes I say I love you second. It just, whatever fits for the moment and whatever feels good. And so just take a deep breath and relax with me. And now when I say the words, I love you, I want you to turn that inward, or you can turn that toward God, or you can turn that toward another person. You can do whatever you want, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Typically, when I start this, I do it for myself, and I'm focusing on myself. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry for your suffering. Please forgive whatever is in me that is creating this pain for you. Thank you, God, for cleaning this memory, for clearing this program, and restoring peace and harmony in my life. And take a nice deep breath and let it go. So yeah, typically I do say I'm sorry second. So I love you. I'm sorry for your suffering. Please forgive what's ever in me that's created this pain. Thank you, God, for I say God. Abel just says thank you. I think Joe just says thank you. For me, I'm a God person, so I've attached that for me, and that's added more energy as I work with it. Thank you, God, for this cleaning. Thank you, God, for uh, healing this relationship. Thank you, God, for removing my judgment of the situation. Whatever. Sometimes I'm very specific with what I want cleaned, and sometimes I'm very generic. So whatever works best for you. And then I do like to close with thank you for clearing blah, 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 and restoring. So, what do I want changed? Restoring peace and harmony to my relationship, restoring a full bank account, restoring my perception, a right and perfect perception of what's happening here. So there's lots of different ways that you can work that, and lots of different ways you can switch that up. Kathy, does that spark any new questions, or did I answer your original question?
Yes, you answered it. There's some additions that you've put in there since the last time I talked to you, and I've got the information on a little card. So maybe next time I see you, I'll fill that in if I don't get it on the recording.
Absolutely, absolutely. That sounds perfect. So while we're here together, now that I've kind of shared that technique with you, the call every month is always about cleaning for each other. So while we're here together, we're constantly saying in the back of our mind, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you. So thank you, I love you, Kathy. Thank you, I love you, Carrie. And Melissa couldn't be here with us today, and she wanted to be included in our prayers. Thank you, I love you, Melissa. And so that's what we call when we say clean. I'm cleaning on you. When I say I'm cleaning for you, when I ask you to make sure that you're cleaning for each other, or that you're cleaning this issue that's being brought today, that's what I mean when I say that. Any questions about that? And that really is Mabel. Mabel's kind of tagline is the easiest way. She doesn't go through the whole 4 sentences. She's been doing this probably, I don't know, 20 years at least. She simply says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Or she simply says, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you. So she really has simplified this, and you can simplify it for yourself. I know there are lots of different techniques that you can use that are kind of additions to this, and I'll be sharing those, over the course of the year. But one that I have created for myself that resonates with me, because certainly you're not going to say all 4 statements 24/7 all through the day. You're going to find different things that work for you, and you're going to find different ways of saying it and different techniques that might enhance that process. But another technique that I like to say, or not another technique, but another way I like to clean is I say cleanse, clear, erase, 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 love. Or I say cleanse, clear, erase, 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 zero. So, for example, I've got a 18-year-old daughter, and she gets a little sassy sometimes. And to help me stay grounded and not react, I will say, she'll say something sassy in her mind or out loud. And in my mind, I will take a deep breath and I will say, cleanse, clear, erase, 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 zero, or cleanse, clear, erase, 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 love. Because I know that when she says something sassy and there is an emotion that rises in me, it is a trigger. So it is a memory that's being triggered, that's creating my discomfort. It's never about the story. It's never about what happened. It's always about how it makes you feel. And one of my favorite quotes from the book I Am is when it no longer matters, it is no longer matter. So when it no longer matters, it is no longer matter. And if you really take a closer look at that statement, it is really the essence of Ho'oponopono, because what we're doing is we're clearing out all of the attachments that we have to this data. And when we do that, it just completely dissolves and we're left with zero frequency, that pure state of love. And it doesn't matter anymore. And when it doesn't matter anymore, we stop attracting it to us. It stops coming into our field of awareness. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Oh, I love this technique so much. You have no idea. All right. So the purpose of these monthly calls is to help you clean the triggers, the memories, the drama that's holding you back from creating a life you love. So honestly, this is going to be most life-changing for all of us, and our focus again will be Ho'oponopono and opening to receive divine inspiration in your life. So let me talk about divine inspiration for a minute, because divine inspiration is huge. What will happen a lot of times is that we will get bogged down. We'll get bogged down with data. We'll get bogged down with all of these memories and the busyness, the craziness that happens when you're living your life. And when we are a mess, we can't hear God speaking to us. We can't hear our spiritual counsel. We cannot hear that divine inspiration. And doing the cleaning, doing the work allows you to clear out the clutter. This is a beautiful way to declutter your mind. Clear out that clutter so that you can hear divine inspiration and you can be guided to take action in your life from that place of power instead of fear and paranoia and indecision. Does that make sense? Any questions about anything I've shared so far?
Not from me.
All right, awesome. And I don't see anything from Carrie in our chat room. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I explained the basics of Ho'oponopono. Any other questions about the how to work it, how to use it, what I mean when I say clean, what I mean when I say when we talk about programming it? Anything else come up for you, Kathy?
No, I don't think so. There was one thing that you said that caused me to see a big flow of the aurora borealis or crystal type of multicolor flowing through. So I don't know if that's something that you said or something that was just within me.
That's so cool. The rainbow is kind of what I'm seeing opening up for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, accessing that portal of beautiful energy. Awesome. And I thought I saw Carrie unmute herself for a moment. Carrie, if you have any questions, we are here if you're able to talk.
Hi, I'm listening and trying to work at the same time, so I apologize that this was not part of my plan, but I didn't want to miss the call, so I have a moment to just pop in real quick. So thank you. But I am listening and I am taking this all in, and I like the different perspectives, and this has been great.
Awesome, Carrie. Did you have any questions?
So far, not right now. It's something that'll resonate with me, and next time I'll have questions, kind of thing.
Yeah, most
It's just who I
definitely.
am.
Carrie, are you able to use the chat room or not at this time?
I'm not able to. I've been trying to, and I'm just not quite seeing that on this for some reason. Um,
Yeah, and I
why I
think
was like,
that I think there's like three ellipsis dots, or if you click on the participants button, um, I'll have instructions for that next time. But yeah,
yeah,
I can't
it says
remember.
raise hand and
Oh,
disconnect audio
yeah.
with the
Okay.
three buttons. So
And so there's no chat that you can see.
no, I
Okay.
don't see the chat box on there.
And there is a way. We did do it during our last meeting, but I had a co-host, and she actually did some troubleshooting and figured that out for us. So I'll have
Okay,
those instructions for us next time. But
okay.
yes, thank you so much for joining us, Carrie. And is there any issue that we can clean for you today?
Um, everything's been going along pretty smoothly. And I'm happy with that. I guess I'm happiest with the littlest of things. Definitely, I've noticed with the clearing with the chakra bed, my confidence and things that I have asked for specifically have been hugely flowing, and it's been great. My customers aren't too thrilled with it, but
Because you're
um,
establishing boundaries, I imagine.
I am, and some people are not taking too kindly to that. However, nobody has up and left with anything that I've altered or changed on them, getting them to respect these boundaries. So far so good.
Beautiful.
Um, so yeah, I think maybe just I guess just having a prosperous day today would be a good thing.
I missed that, Carrie. Can you repeat that?
I was saying maybe just having a prosperous day, a prosperous week would be a good thing for me. That would be about all I could ask for.
Prosperity. Awesome, Carrie. And we'll go ahead and do some cleaning on prosperity. And so the important thing to know, as each of us bring issues here today, and I'll bring Melissa's issue in for us to clean as well, and then Kathy will give you an opportunity to. The important thing to remember is that if somebody's brought something here today, it's in us too. So we're getting a healing for that too. We're getting a cleaning
Oh.
on that
Uh-huh.
too, because we're all connected. We're all intertwined, most definitely. So when I heal, you heal. When you heal, I heal. It's a beautiful marriage that we all have here together. All right. Well, thank
Okay.
you so much, Carrie, for saying hello. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. It's good talking. But I'm going to keep listening, but I am going to mute it for now.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So we are just going to clean on prosperity here today. Prosperity for Carrie, prosperity for all of us, by just simply saying, thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. And when I do that, what I imagine is, I imagine my subconscious mind, and they liken it to your inner child. So they say, to talk to your inner child and tell your inner child it's okay. You can let go of these limiting beliefs. You can let go of these blocks. You can let go of all of these memories that are keeping you stuck and trapped. So when I say thank you, I'm saying, thank you to my inner child. thank you for bringing this to my attention. And when I say, I love you, I see that inner child just letting that go, like balloons being released up in the sky. And so then when I say, thank you, I love you a second time, when I just did that, it's different every time I do this. When I did it the second time, I felt God moving in. I felt my heart opening up to receive blessings from God. And I said, thank you, God. Thank you for coming in and showing up for me. And when I said, I love you, it was gratitude. I'm so grateful to be able to call on you, to be able to have you as part of my life, to help me find ease and grace in my day. And so when I said, thank you, I love you a third time, I really was feeling that for myself. Thank you for showing up for me. I love you. I love you. There's deep gratitude. There's deep respect. There's deep honor in doing this work, in making this time for myself, in sharing this with you, making this time for you. So one of my favorite stories, and what really kind of captured my attention, the attention of the entire world, is a story by Dr. Hugh Lin about, he had this experience. He was invited to go to a psych ward, and this psych ward was known to be one of the worst ever. And I'm thinking it was in Hawaii, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to hold on to that bit of information. Anyway, bottom line, he went into the psych ward and it was horrible. It was awful. The staff, high turnover. The staff didn't stay because they didn't feel safe, because the inmates, the people, the patients were so crazy, and they did unsafe things. And so not only did they have a high degree of incidence among patients, but they also had a high turnover rate amongst workers there. So he came in, and they're like, oh great, he's got this great healing technique and he's going to work on everybody and this is just going to be amazing. Well, what he did was he had an office, and he had files of not only the patients but also the workers. And so what he would do 8 hours every single day is he'd go through all of these files. And so he would open up a file and he would work on himself. So I mean, this is what I imagine in my head, that he's got like one hand on the file, and then he's saying to himself, I love you, Hugh Lin. I'm sorry for your suffering. Please forgive whatever is in me that is creating all of these issues for this patient. Thank you, God, for cleaning this program and restoring peace and harmony in both of our lives. So that's all he did. He never saw one patient. He never saw one worker. He never saw anybody privately. He just sat in an office with these files and himself 8 hours every day and did what he calls cleaning all day long. And miracles happened. Miracles happened. The inmates stopped being violent. The cause of incident almost eliminated. And inmates were actually being healed and released, returning to full functioning ability, full normalcy. Incredibly profound, incredibly profound. So it is just a testament to our work here together, because what we're doing as we come together is creating a collective consciousness. We are creating a specific entity that's cleansing, clearing, and erasing all of these memories, all of these programs, all of these limiting beliefs for each and every one of us as we clean for ourselves and for each of you. So, like I said, oftentimes I'll do this for myself, and then after I work through it, they actually say to say the 4 statements 4 times. And then a lot of times I will do it for another person. So I will say, I love you, Carrie. I'm sorry for your suffering. Please forgive whatever's in me. So that statement never changes. Sometimes I'll say, please forgive my ancestors and I for contributing to your pain. And then I will say, thank you, God, for cleaning this program from Carrie's memory and restoring peace and harmony to her life, restoring prosperity to her life, and prosperity to mine. So, yeah, I just love how flexible this is. It never gets boring. You can shake it up and change it up anytime you want. And there's a million different techniques that Hugh Lynn and Mabel and Joe Vitelli have brought in to help us enhance and continue to work and clean for ourselves, for the world. Okay. And so we are going to go ahead and clean on Melissa, and then we'll turn it over to Kathy if there's any issues she would like us to work on. So Melissa has said here today, I'm sorry, I won't be able to join the group coaching today. Melissa is a Diamond member, so she is part of our uh, Diamond member group, inner circle. However, I would like to have my issue be part of the group healing today. The topic of self-worth is so relevant to me as I feel I struggle with this. This is especially in relation to trying to repair and reunite with my husband, Felipe. I feel that my lack of self-worth hinders me from taking action to reach out to him. I wish you a successful group coaching. Much love. All right. So as we hear those words, as we focus our energy and our intention on Melissa today, we just simply ask that I love you, Melissa. I'm sorry for your suffering today, Melissa. Please forgive whatever is in me that is contributing to your pain, your lack of self-worth. Thank you, God, for cleaning any programs related to self-worth for Melissa, for myself, for all of us here today, and restoring confidence, restoring self-esteem, and restoring self-respect and perfect love, perfect peace, perfection, helping us to remember the perfection that we are. Most definitely. So yes, our topic today is self-worth, and we're going to switch over to Kathy here, and then I will be taking a few minutes to talk about self-worth today. All right, and Kathy, we're going to go ahead and check in with you right now. Do you have any issues that we can help you with clean on today?
Well, of course, these first two that have been mentioned by Carrie and Melissa affect us all. Excuse me just a minute. I think that one thing that's going on with me is I've been feeling just tired lately, and I don't know if it's because I've had to do all of this remodeling in the house to keep things up, or if it's the weather or what it is. But if it just deals with that, I'd like to feel more energetic.
Beautiful, beautiful. So let's simply take that wonderful request here from Kathy. And Kathy, what I'm seeing is that I know that you've got some health issues coming up, and you've got
Mm-hmm.
some medical stuff that you're going to be experiencing. And I'm just seeing that your body is just ready. It's ready for this healing that's coming. And as you move forward with this procedure, it's going to change your life. It's going to enhance your vitality and the well-being in your body, like triple. Like you're going to be like, oh my gosh, why did I wait so long to do this? But yeah, it really is taking up quite a bit of your life force. And so I am seeing that that's going to be completely and fully restored. But we definitely can clean, because you can feel that restoration now, today. You don't have to wait until you have that procedure to feel complete to feel whole. So we're just going to go through those simple 4 statements here. I love you, Kathy. I'm sorry for your suffering. Please forgive whatever is in me that is diminishing your life force. And thank you, God. Thank you, God, for cleaning this program, cleaning up this data, cleaning up all of these memories that Kathy is hanging on to from past lives, allowing her inner child to let go of feeling run down, to let go of feeling tired, exhausted, overwhelmed, and to restore perfect health, perfect harmony, perfect vitality, refueling. And I almost see like a battery charger plugging that into the wall, and we're kind of refueling. And then with that battery pack, once you're charged up, then you can unplug that battery pack and you're great. You're good to go. So just a full and complete restoration for Kathy today, for all of us coming together. All right. Blessings, blessings to you, Kathy. I'm just going to speak a few minutes about self-worth here, and I do want to give you a beautiful affirmation. I am perfect and whole. I do not need anyone or anything to complete me. I am enough. And I'm going to type that into our chat room. I'm thinking that on our recording, it will show up. So I want you all to just take a deep breath into that affirmation. I am perfect and whole. I do not need anyone or anything to complete me. I am enough. Okay, beautiful. I am enough. So you are whole and complete. Always, that's your essence. That's the truth of your being. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that needs to be fixed. You are perfection. You are a God spark. You are created in the image and likeness of God. You have the divinity within you. And as you tune in and connect to that, you are that. So let go of that story. Let go of the story of being impoverished. Let go of that story of low energy. Let go of that story of low self-worth. Sometimes we get stuck in that story and we begin to get attached to, the energy of that pity party, and then people feeling sorry for us, or identifying that as, that's how my parents were, that's how I am, that's how my children are, blah, blah, blah. So just right now, take a deep breath, and I want you to go inward. We're going to do some deep sea diving right now. And I want you to just imagine letting go of any attachments to low energy, to being tired, letting go of any stories of impoverished, especially in past lives, especially letting go of submission, low self-esteem, that story. And now I want you to let go of expectations of how you think your life should be, how much money you think you should have, or how much energy you think you should have, or how confident somebody else is and you're not. Let go of those expectations. Just releasing attachments to expectations, because expectations keep us stuck. And just moving into freedom. Ho'oponopono is literally stepping into freedom, letting go of those attachments and expectations, and just being free, trusting and knowing that you're perfect, trusting and knowing that whatever you need, God's going to bring to you. The universe is going to create that for you. When you're in love and when you're filled with this beautiful, beautiful light, joy, harmony, then divine inspiration moves in and you are guided to take an action, like Kathy is guided to pursue a procedure. And Carrie was guided to establish some boundaries in her business. And Melissa is desiring to take action. So we're just imagining that action is inspired and completed now. And then just take a nice deep breath. Stepping into your power, taking back your power, and rising up, remembering your magnificence, remembering the truth of your being. You are not your story. You are God incarnated. You are God's spark. So now I want you to, and you can close your eyes or keep them open, I want you to step into God's energy. God never feels tired. God never feels impoverished. Or could you imagine God having low self-esteem? He would have never got done what he was supposed to get done if that was the case. So feel the beautiful glory and energy of God. You are that. You are that. You are the I am, the infinite, the unending, endless possibilities of all that is. Feel the freedom that God moves and breathes in every day. And see that connection. There's like a cord. There's a beautiful cord, an umbilical cord connected to God. And when he breathes, we take that breath with him. That breath is ours. His breath is our breath. And his power, his energy, his prosperity, his worth is our worth, our prosperity, our energy. We are that. Oh, can you feel that energy? It is so glorious. Yay! Take the time to get to know yourself. Spend 5 minutes every day saying, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this life, thank you for these experiences. So the thing with that is to say that, whether it's a good or bad experience, because that is letting go of attachments, that is letting go of judgment. So somebody says something rotten to you, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you. Thank you, God, for bringing this experience to me and using this as an opportunity for me to do the work, to release this memory, because I know this is attached to a memory I have from my life, past lives. And I'm ready. I'm ready to let this go. When it no longer matters, it is no longer matter. And we are working that 24/7 every single day. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is Ho'oponopono. Thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. When I go to sleep at night, I do the 4 phrases. That's the last thing I say when I go to sleep at night. Any thought that comes up in my mind, any criticism, any condemnation, any judgment, any expectation, I say those, thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. And if I'm feeling like it's not moving, if it's not happening, nothing's working, then I try a different technique. Cleanse, clear, erase, 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 0. And like I said, I'll be sharing a different technique every time we get together. But right now, those are the 2 I want you to work on, which I think is plenty for this month. And I want you to really experience and step into the fullness of your creation. Creating a life you love. I'm here to help you do that. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here today. Much love, many blessings. Namaste, everyone. Mwah. I will see you next month. And I do want to invite everybody quickly to our Manifesting Mastermind that starts up August 8th. But we will be doing a sneak preview right here on our Zoom. I'll send you the link. It's August 1st, and that is at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday. So I would love to have you join us then if you have any questions, or I will go through it live with you so you can experience what it's going to be all about. But it's Manifesting Mastermind number 7. I've done this 6 times with unbelievable results. The energy of the group is phenomenal. The mastermind groups are. And it's completely different. Now that I do Ho'oponopono, I incorporate that into our masterminds, but that's not the focus of our masterminds. Okay, Carrie.
Oh, I was just getting ready to say goodbye when it was appropriate.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. And please take a moment to say goodbye.
All right. Bye, guys. Everybody have a great, blessed day. And thank you so much, Julie, for organizing all of this and kind of putting everybody's positive energy together from all parts of the world. It's something pretty special.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. And Kathy, would you like to stop in and say goodbye?
Yes, definitely. Goodbye to you, Julie, and to Carrie, and to Melissa, and to all light workers today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, girls. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Bye, you too.